village of Crovie is just over 40 miles north of Aberdeen, and it's often described as the best preserved 19th century fishing village in the northeast of Scotland. So I've been lucky enough to visit Crovie for almost the past 20 years, and I never ever get tired of it, especially that view. It's one of those places where you're forced to do nothing. You're forced to just chill out and relax, enjoy the sea air and just recharge your batteries. Parish records began in the 1700s, with the official population noted as 100 in 1791. As the village grew in population over the years, 66 houses were occupied, with a total of 320 people in the census of 1891. Throughout the 18th, 19th and early 20th century, women from Crovie and also the nearby village of Gardenstown, known locally as Gamrie, would walk around the countryside in all sorts of weather, selling fish to farmers and villagers in other small towns in the area. Herring became a thriving industry here, with around 60 boats and 100 men from Crovie involved in fishing for herring. The gutting and curing was carried out by the wives and daughters, regardless of their age, and they were known as the fisher quines. In January 1953, a massive storm and tidal surge hit the east coast, causing huge amounts of damage, and almost all of the houses in Crovie were affected. Several houses were actually beyond repair, and the families had to move to Gamrie as a result. These days, the vast majority of the houses here are used as holiday homes, but I believe there are still maybe one or two permanent residents here. Some have been left to fall into disrepair, but many have been renovated into stunning houses. So as you've seen, cars cannot drive along to where the houses are, so you may be wondering how on earth do people get all of their stuff to the houses? The answer are wheelbarrows. So Crovie's also home to something that you don't really see anymore in mainland Britain. A red phone box! And it still works. It doesn't take coins, I'm afraid. Somehow you pay by a debit card, but I've no idea how. I'm just about to head out a morning walk over to Gamrie, so come with me while I enjoy one of my most favourite walks in Scotland. It's a mile and a half of magic. The village of Gardenstown is better known by its local name, Gamrie. It was founded back in 1721 by Alexander Garden as a fishing village, but it actually dates back much further than that, with evidence of Neolithic or Bronze Age people settling here. High up in the hill overlooking the village are the remains of the Church of St John the Evangelist, built way back in 1513. Similar to Crovie, villagers lived mostly near the shore and harbour, but as the village grew over the years, houses were built further and further up the hill. The types of houses range from the small fishermen's cottages to much larger new builds. It's a slightly different story when it comes to cars and parking. Some of the houses along the front do have their own spaces, and there is a car park beside the beach, but as you can see, driving here is not for the faint-hearted. In terms of size, Gamrie is much larger than Crovie, with a population of between 500 and 600. So with that comes the need for more facilities. There are public toilets down by the harbour, a couple of shops, a cafe that's open Thursday to Sunday, plus there's a small pub and hotel called the Garden Arms. The best place to get the most spectacular view of Gamrie and also over to Crovie is from the St John's Kirkyard. It's a short but steep walk up a twisty path, so just take care, but the view is just incredible, definitely worth all that hard work. So hopefully this short video will inspire you to visit Crovie and Gamrie the next time you're in the northeast of Scotland. Even if it's just for a day, their beauty and magic, especially on a rainy day, are well worth it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next adventure.